we have people who have done this in a different location before, and then we have people that are completely new, so I want to make sure we understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, okay? So this is our long hill intervals, okay? We started with short hills, which was to get us not too far away from anaerobic work when we were just doing the aerobic stuff at the beginning, right? And then we transitioned to doing 2 weeks of those medium hills to kind of bridge the gap. So we were doing those hills initially to not get too far away from fast running, but as you guys know, now that we're in specific prep, we're doing true fast running either in the park or on the track, right? Like we've got those 200s this week, we did the 400s last week, we did a 400-meter test. So this doesn't serve to do that. This continues to do strength run, which all hills actually are. But really what this does is serves more as like a VO2 max kind of strength work. So it's more specific to race distance. The idea being is if we can hold this sort of high intensity for 3, 4, 5 minutes on a track, it's gonna feel that much easier because we'll get the strength gain. So the idea of this is about 2 to 3% incline. You want to think about like basically the off ramp of a freeway. If you think about it, that's about what we're looking at here. It's nothing too steep to where you have to change your running mechanics. Nobody's going to have to go like this to get up this hill. It's still going to be your normal mechanics to get up it, but you're going to have to produce more force to get up it. But it's also taxing your aerobic system in a way that those short hills and medium hills did not. So as you guys noticed, we don't have a true VO2 max workout on the schedule this week. This sort of serves as that a little bit, but also is getting that hill work in, okay? Does that make sense to everybody why we would do this and why we would do it now? Okay, we would never do this first, okay? So we're still obviously gonna be mixing in some VO2 max work over the next couple of weeks because it's the most important thing for success in our events, but we wanna start changing things here as the training year changes from specific prep to eventually pre-comp and then the competitive phase. Okay, we're only gonna do about 3 of these. So I wanna make sure that everybody's on point here today. So, how this will work is we'll start right here. You guys know this, we've run this here a couple times. We're gonna go straight up it, you take a right, it keeps going uphill, and then it goes uphill on that long straightaway where there's no trees, right? For today, we're gonna do 3. We're gonna go as fast as we can for the rep and the amount that we're gonna do. So 3 for 4 minutes. So the groups are all gonna start at the same time because we have a little bit of a wider and we're gonna spread out a little bit more. Somebody in everybody's group, have a watch if you can. When we get to 4 minutes, I don't care where you are, we're stopping. But I want you to try to get back to wherever you got to every time, okay? So as you notice, this is not as like exact as a VO2 max workout, but as you guys know, racing also isn't exact. So we're kind of figuring out, can we pace ourselves and that kind of thing. Tommy?
I know in the last hill workout, Jared and I and Jackson would always stop when we hit like 320 because we were at the top of the hill. Are we doing something like that? Or
I believe that if you're going to get to the top of this hill, it means you're going to be running about 1,400 meters in 4 minutes. I don't think anybody, and along with it being uphill. So probably not going to get to the top. If you ever get to a point where you are running downhill, go ahead and stop, but I don't think we're going to get to that point today. Okay?
So it should hurt a little bit more than that.
This one is not, as you guys, for those of you guys that did it at Brooksville, remember it was almost flat and then got really steep, so it was less specific. This one is pretty consistent like this. Yeah. So it's not gonna hurt as much, it's not gonna increase in terms of intensity at the end like that one did. It's gonna be a little bit more consistent, but I think because we've got the uphill a little more consistent, we'll be more consistent in the reps, because a lot of times we would go out fast and then just hold on. We want consistency. So, a couple people, we always ask about pace. I need you guys to figure out what your pace is on this. It needs to be a difficult workout. I would call this the most challenging workout we have. Okay? Yeah. I would call this the most challenging workout we have. So it should be fast. It should tax you. Okay? This is why when a lot of you guys ask me about, oh, originally we were doing a recovery run and I gave you guys an extra off day, it's because of stuff like this and what we're doing later in the week. This is a challenging week, what we're doing right here, because we have things like this mixed in. Okay, so the rest in between, because the reps are so challenging, is 10 minutes. Okay, this is basically as long as I'll give you guys in between. If I see that we're even getting sluggish, I might push it out to 12. So we're going to be running for 12 minutes. So the recovery is almost a mile, probably more than a mile actually. Okay, does everybody understand that? When we're done, we're gonna get 3 miles / 25 minutes on the back end, okay? Does everybody got it? Does anybody have any questions? Okay.
This is where the fun begins.
All right, set, go. can't hit the same place you got to. We're on the money rep, all right? 2 to go, 2 to go. Let's hit this thing. Set, go.
Hello there.
Alright.
Coach, you're running this one?
I think you should go all the way in front.
No. I want you to stay with me. Stay with me.
Go with me. I'll go with me.
Stay with us. Stay with us.
Let's get this thing. What? Runner, set, go!
my bling bling, running round and you don't care. Feel the pressure in your head. Now, now my money is a credit. Give up, baby, don't pick it up. You didn't know, but you're ready. Baby, rise up. I do my thing, feeling like I do my best, but I don't give it. Rise up. I do my thing, riches, I'm doing it in the club, rise up. I do my thing, feeling like I do my best, and I don't give it. Rise up. I do my thing, riches, I'm doing it in the club, Do my thing, my girl is in the club, yeah, we're feeling down to beat, yeah, the music on repeat, baby. I don't care, don't want like you don't need me. I know that you can feel me. We're dancing with my bling bling, running round and you don't care. Feel the pressure in your head. Now my money is a credit. Give up, baby, don't pick it up. You didn't know, but you're ready. Baby, rise up. I do my thing, feeling like I do my best, but I don't give it. Rise up. I do my thing, riches, I'm doing it in the club, rise up. I do my thing, feeling like I do my best, and I don't give it. Rise up. I do my thing, riches, I'm doing it in the club,
Sign. Machine.
Coach, he's tired. The first time in Coach TV history. That's a good workout.
So Manny, how was the workout?
The workout was very hard, but we got the work done. Everybody did the work.
Yes, sir.
And everybody hit the same targets and went fast throughout the whole workout.
Yo, you guys tell me. We've thrown.
No, this is
know.
personal. If that's a question, this is the work.
How does this hit you differently than, like, say, VO2 Max 1200s or whatever?
Next time you tell me we're doing this workout, I'm gonna be scared to sleep. We have a pace in that, so it's easier to get your pace every time. This, we don't know our paces, so we're just running as fast as we can.
Yep.
So I'm
almost
going,
like you have to know your body and understand how things feel, like we should in a race.
and I go out for fast every rep.
How does it hit you different? Like, what would you say it's most similar to?
You feel like a goat when you're
Most similar to like a
Tommy, what's it most similar to you, this workout? Okay, thanks,
Long
Tom.
hills?
Okay.
like a 5K.
It feels like a 5K?
Yeah. Like the breathing and my legs don't feel as much as it, but like my breathing takes a big
Feels
toll
like
on
you
it.
just started running because it feels like you're not in shape.
How does your guys' legs really to the right?
Really get in
How
touch
do your
with, like,
guys-
your body? I get to figure out how fast you can go.
Like a tempo run, sort of?
Yeah.
No, it feels like you're just starting. It's like your first ever workout.
So,
It's like the last mile of a tempo run every time. Nah. It's not been anything like that.
now, evaluate the way your body feels right now, though. How does it feel?
It's like top 10 worst.
Really? Huh.
I guess I gotta,
Think about, guys, remember the intensive tempo workout from last week?
yeah,
How it built and built and built,
yeah,
and we're all on the ground after?
yeah,
Didn't that hurt by comparison afterwards most?
Yes.
yeah,
So this probably hurts more during?
yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel like it's like being worth it.
I'm sorry, but Jackson was like
Blake,
10
Brady,
seconds in
how'd
front
we
of
do?
me every time.
Can I get a whoop?
Heavy Ryan. Right at the end. I sprinted so I could beat him.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Xander, why don't you beat us the first rep? But you took it out. You gotta
I
keep
saw
that going.
Xander beside me. I was like,
Keep
yes,
that intensity.
Yeah. Before the first turn, Xander gets in front of me and I'm like, what is this kid doing?
He's just doing his best ever.
He's like, I'm running faster than my mile pace, uphill. Here we go. All or nothing. Now, if that mile had been uphill, Tommy, they all would have broken 3, am I right?
You mean downhill?
No. Downhill takes more muscle and strength.
Scientific.
If I use this in the video, everybody, just go watch on YouTube, fastest downhill mile. You'll know what I'm talking about.
So no. I've been trained in this.
You've been trained in our Jedi arts?
No, I'm UCA.
Like-
You fool! I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
Okay.
Downhill running in a bubble is much harder than uphill running.
What about in a vacuum?
Sorry.
In a vacuum as well.
Okay, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What would
that'd
it
be
be?
harder because you can't breathe.
Hypothetically, you've got to go now.
Downhill running, it puts more pressure on your lower joints.